quick video of how to play the different bits of Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'll play through it and then I'll break down the bits. Well, I'll play through the main bits and then I'll break down the bits. So we've got this intro going. I'll do a solo in a different video. So these are the main bits. So that intro is going from on the A string, 5th fret, to the 7th fret. And it gradually builds up, so you play a little bit harder as you play it. It builds up and builds up and builds up to the main riff, which is this. And that, we're starting on the 7th fret, of the A string, with your first finger, and then 7th fret on the G, the 9th fret on the G. Those two high notes, it does the same thing every time, and it's just that you kind of bass note that moves around. So those high notes are always 7, 9 on the G string. So like that, and it starts with 2 hits on that A string on the 7th fret. Slide down to the 5th fret on the A string, and 7th fret on the E, and then finally go with your 2nd finger onto the 8th fret on the E string. So I'll play that again through slowly. That it goes round and round, and then just before you go into the chorus it does this little C major 7th chord, so it's there, C major 7th. Now you can just play C major, it still works, but it sounds a bit nicer if you do the C major 7. Which basically you start with your first finger there on the 7th fret of the E, and then your 2nd finger 8th fret of the B, and then your 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the G, and your little finger on the 10th fret of the D. So it's quite nice, it's a fairly straightforward shape. And that comes in after the and then instead of doing we go straight into that bit. Then our chorus, it's all bar chords, so our chorus is G bar chord, G major, down the 3rd fret, and then then we've got to our D major, which you can go all the way, you can go all the way up here, but it's a big jump, so it's easier to do the second position major bar chord, which I kind of have to, I've got fat fingers so I have to press my finger, but your second position bar chord, if you can, get those three fingers like that. Got to struggle. So G, D major, and then B minor, so it's like your major bar chord shape, but you lift a finger off to C major. And then again, right at the end, you go to that C major 7. So, and then we've got the really cool little reggae bit, which uses every major and minor bar chord shape, so it's a really useful bit to learn. So we start off on your E minor bar chord, and then down to D major, B minor, C major. So the E here on the, we're up on the 7th fret of the A string. So you bar your first finger all the way across all of those strings, then put your second finger on the B string, 8th fret, and then your third finger on the D string, 9th fret, and your little finger on the 9th fret of the G. E minor, and then slide down 2 frets and go into the major shape, which, if you can play it with those 3 fingers like that and bar, I struggle to do it, so I have to go and do this. And then B minor, C major. That's all your major bits of the song.